Guye and you're watching Guye TV. Okay. So I filmed this yesterday. I was in crappy spirits, but I'm back. You girls, so you know what? We gotta do it again because we can't just be putting out ugly, sad. I mean, it's okay to be sad, but like I gotta have my energy up. You know what I mean? And I do. I took an old wig that I have. This is my unit. Y'all remember that long one? I cut it into a lob, put some waves and curls in it, and I feel like a whole new woman. And honestly, shout out to one of my amazing guy friends who called me and was like, you know what? Like, I know you're uninspired, but film it, do something, turn on the camera, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. So my camera is on and we're gonna talk. I got a robe on. I got this robe at Forever 21 for $6, y'all. $6. It's so cute. I love robes. It's a thing for me now. I never thought I would, but now I love them. But yeah, I felt inspired to just talk, let y'all know what has been going on, where I've been, where I disappeared, and all that jazz. This was kind of hot, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever, we're gonna get through it. I got my juice here, and we're just gonna chit chat. So this is all from the Jaclyn Hill palette called Bling Boss by Morphe. Let's hope I remember the colors I use, because I be getting confused, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so let's talk. If you haven't joined the squad already, do that. Join the gang. Okay, I hate when people say that, but yeah, if you want to see more of me, subscribe. Let's do what it does. So let's talk about my dilemma. Where have I been? Have I been running away from y'all? Yes and no. No, I don't know what happened, but I fell into like a state of panic. Well, I shouldn't know where it happened. I don't want to talk about it right now because like, your girl's not trying to get fired from her job, right? So basically something triggered my anxiety to the point where like I just didn't turn in homework assignments. I wasn't focused. I couldn't focus on anything. My room was a mess. Okay, it's hot, so I'm gonna just take off my robe, but I have a bra underneath, so I'm not too worried about it. And yeah, I won't even be able to see it, so it's cool. But yeah, so why is it this hot? And I even opened the window. Ugh, that's one thing about summer. My apartment gets so hot that it's annoying, and it's spring, heading into spring. So something triggered my anxiety. I wasn't doing homework. I was just avoiding everything that had to do with life. I would literally come home and just like be here, you know, just literally just be at home with no, I don't want to say no moral responsibility, because I had some, but I was just stressed out. Very, very, very stressed out. So that just kind of shut me down. I didn't want to film. I didn't want to do anything. And I had to get myself together. So the last week, I mean, I like emailed my teachers, kind of told them, what in the world? Kind of told my teacher what was going on, how stressed I was, and like luckily they gave me some time to make things up. I still have 2 assignments I need to do, but that's besides the point. The point is I'm getting out of the funk, and that's what matters, you know? That's what matters. So that's been that. And then honestly, like even in that time where I was just hiding away from my responsibilities, I was just thinking about like, I was almost like self-sabotaging myself, because I know graduation is coming so soon and coming this year, and I just got really scared. And like now I'm like, where do I want to live? Like I thought I knew where I wanted to live. Now I'm just thinking, I'm like, what is the purpose of moving there? Like, just doing my pros and cons, and I'm not sure if I'm like, again, talking myself out of something or if I'm being really logical about it, you know? Like, I wanted to move out of Lincoln, Nebraska, but I don't think I'm sure I know where I want to live. I just know I just don't want to live here. But I don't know where I want to live. Once again, like, it's really complicated. So that's something that's been on my mind too. And sometimes all that stuff just freaks me out and I don't know what to do. So that's that. I'm not sure. My mind has honestly been on like a thousand, let me not look up, 1,000 things going on all at once. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what I want. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm getting through it. One thing that really just threw me off and it really like, y'all. I just finished my last exam for 3 of the last math classes I need. And mind you, this doesn't count towards my graduation. It just says that I'm allowed to go up another class. I can take the most basic college algebra or stats because I took the tests and I didn't do very well. So they felt like I have to take these classes as prerequisites in order to get into just basic math. And I'm really bad at math, so I understand. So this class and the next class I'll be taking that starts April 1st don't count towards my graduation. It's not until August that I'll be taking college algebra or statistics that's going to count towards my degree. And since I told you guys already, I'm in my bachelor's degree program. I also have those classes, and financial aid can't pay for 2 schools, basically. If anyone has gone to school in the US, you know, financial aid cannot pay for 2 schools at once. It can only pay for 1. So I pay out of pocket for my math classes at SEC. And recently something happened with my job where my next paycheck was what I was going to use to pay for my math class, and my boss basically gave my hours away because she felt like she thought I quit because I wasn't responding to her text messages. So at my work, we work with people who have disabilities, obviously, and sometimes our boss tends to text us when we're not at work. And to me, I get really like stressed out and anxiety filled when someone texts me a whole bunch of times. So there's just an ordeal with we had a situation and then we talked about it, and I was like, you know, texting me when I'm not at work really freaks me out because I have other things that I need to be focusing on, and I can't just be like, it's almost like when you're a doctor and you have like a pager and you have to have that pager on you all the time. I am not a doctor. Don't do that to me. And so then again the next week, it's like we're going through the same thing. I'm still getting a lot of text messages, and I just decided to ignore it this time because I'm like, you know what, like, we just talked about this and I'm not about to go there with you. Like, I'm just not doing that. So because I didn't respond, she felt like I had quit. And when I did finally respond, she said, well, I thought you quit without notice, so I gave your hours away for this week. So how about you just take the weekend to regroup and then come back to work on Friday. And since you already gave it away, there's no way I can get my hours back. So I said, okay. And although it was nice to have the weekend up, it really threw me off because I have to pay for my math class, $312 that I don't have now because I technically only worked a day. It'll be 2 days and I don't get paid barely anything, you know what I mean? And so now I'm kind of screwed and I have to figure out how to pay for my math class, because if I don't, then I am put behind. I don't get to graduate when I need to, and I just don't want to freak myself out. Hold on. Is it this? Okay. Just making sure. So that's my dilemma. I've honestly been so stressed out about it. I don't know what to do. And I hate asking. Like, I'm a person who doesn't like to tell my problems to anybody, but I think I feel like I might have to because I need to go to school. So I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. All I know is I can't wait anymore with my graduation date. I have plans when I get out of school, and I want to like work on maybe another thing, you know. Like, I don't want to tell my plans all yet till they're in motion, but there's other things I want to do, and there's I want to like look towards buying a home. Like, I don't really know what I want right now, but I just know that like I can't have school be what's stopping me from my life, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I gave enough years to school, and it's time that I'm free from it, and I need to do something about that and make sure like I protect that at all costs, because I can't do it. So yeah, I got 2 weeks to figure it out. I don't know. I don't want to take out any loans. I don't know. Ooh, look at me getting stressed out about it again. But we will not. I said we will not have it. So yeah, that's been a part of my life recently. Just the stress of that alone has put me in a shell, and I don't want to get out. I just want to stay there. Yeah. I don't know. Also, like, hold on. My apartment just feels like it's getting smaller. I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but my apartment just feels so small, and I feel like I need to get out of here. And I made the decision not to move. Hold on, I'm gonna, like, you guys are gonna see this for a little bit. I made the decision not to move because I don't want to like end up getting something that I can't afford, especially with these jobs in Lincoln. Especially when you're a college student, you don't make that much money. And I didn't want to get in a place where I couldn't afford something. So, did I get that in my eye? I hope not. So I decided to stay in it. But I just feel like, even with all of the decluttering I do, because trust me, honey, I do a lot of decluttering. I don't like having a lot of stuff in my apartment. And I organize and compartmentalize. Like, it just feels like it's just smaller and smaller. So I just, like, I'm not encouraged to want to create, because I just feel like there's so much clutter everywhere. Still. I don't know. But that's been the struggle. Also, Lord, let me speak nice about my car, but I've been having car problems, and I'm just like trying to figure it out. Like, my oil just needed to be changed, and I had all these other things to pay, but I'm like, okay, without a car I can't go to work. My brother can't go to work, I can't go to school. So I had to, of course, pay for what I needed to. But I've just been really stressed out. So y'all pray for me. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. Cause your girl needs a blessing. By the way, I'm using the col-lab. It's backwards too. Here we go. The col-lab eyeshadow, well, the col-lab mascara. I love it because it has all these like small bristles that you can use and get into all the crevices, especially because I have really small lashes, and it's able to like bring it out, because me and false lashes right now are beefing. So that's just what that is. So this is like a balm one. And I love the applicator. It's very different than most mascara applicators I've seen. So yeah. So that's been my dilemma. Your girl's just been going through it. What am I gonna use? I'm gonna use this in matte. I want a matte primer. Make yourself matte. Can you mix primers? Like, is that a thing? I mean, I don't know. We're going to, so I'm gonna use these two. The collab color correcting. Come on. And then just the smoothing primer. But none of these are matte. Oh, so I changed my mind. Well, my face is already kind of dry. I like a smoothing primer because my face is crusty. So yeah, we're just gonna use these anyways. And then maybe I'll put the smoothing up there because that's my problem area. I get this crusty lines thanks to my father. He gave me those, what do you call it, age marks, stress marks, something, I don't know. But yeah. But you know, I honestly think things will look up. Just pray for me, send me good vibes. Your girl will graduate by all means, like by all means, yeah. Yeah, by all means. We're just gonna have to make it happen, to be honest. I don't care what it costs. We're gonna force this thing. Cause I need to graduate. I got things to do. I want other life goals. That's all I'm gonna say. Where is my collab? I'll use my collab foundation in truffle. I think it's so funny, sometimes I tell people exactly like what foundation I use and the color, and then I tell them like, and that's also in my description box, and then I'll get a message, I get a comment like, oh, this looks so nice on you, you didn't say what foundation, and I'm like, but I did, honey. Like, read the description box. But you know, it's okay, like I don't mind reiterating, so I'm reiterating right now. This has been one of my go-tos for a while now, honestly. For a while. But yeah, so what else? I've just been, maybe it's like a getting out of winter funk, but I'm so ready for spring. I'm over snow. Lincoln is so bipolar. It snows one day, it rains the next day. It's sunny out all in the same day. And then it's foggy the next day, and it flooded in Nebraska. Like, luckily not in the Lincoln area, but like, ugh, over it. Over it. Like, can we get some consistency? Can we, I don't know what we need, but we don't need this, to be honest. I'm so off focus. Okay, right here. You're back already? I don't know. I don't know. Dang, my brother's home already. Well, he never leaves the house, but he did today, and I was so surprised. I'm like, let me enjoy a day, an hour. No, he doesn't bother me at all. He just be in his own world, and I like that because I'm very much in my own world 100% of the time. And he doesn't bring me anxiety, which is good because a lot of people do that. I'm filming.
Are you recording?
Yeah. Ugh. yeah, so that's that. But dang, he's more antisocial than I am. This dude, like, we went out the other day, he didn't last an hour. He's like, I'm going back home. Dude, I just want to go home. Like, okay, you ain't coming out with me again, because I'm lying. He can come out with me again, but he didn't have to do us like that. Teddy P and Willie Boy. So happy day. And I'm going to use my col-lab concealer in 1112 truffle. Cocoa truffle. Cocoa. What's cocoa? Every time I see truffle, I'm just like truffle butter, like the song. But I heard that it doesn't have a good meaning, so I apologize, like, right now for that. But that's what it reminds me of. Well, the song has a bad rep. I think there's like truffle butter candy or something like that. What do you guys think about my hair though? I feel like being Mary Jane, obviously not, my hair doesn't look as good as hers, but hey, Eunice comes through, y'all. This hair has lasted me a while. I kind of stopped wearing wigs for a while because I just wanted to wear my natural hair and enjoy it, and I do. And then my hair, now that it's growing, it's gotten nappy and it hurts when I comb it, and that's so rare because my hair has never had that. Like, I'm not tender-headed, and now it hurts to comb. Like, what happened? I don't know, but maybe it's just hair growing pains. It's not even a thing, but either way, now it's a struggle, and I need to braid it or something. But yeah, so now I just don't know. I think I gotta go back to my Eunice. I need a new wig, but I can't even afford a nice wig, so we're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait till things turn around, and I'm okay with that. Like, one thing about YouTube that I want everybody to know, or social media, like, life is not what y'all think it is. It may look glamorous, may look like somebody's thriving, but I'm telling y'all, in their real life, it's not the same. Let me tell you, for example, like, I was posted on Sally Beauty's IG page and Facebook page for collab, and like, I got a lot of support and people sharing it, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was you, and this and that, like, way to go. And I'm like extremely happy because I'm like, this year, you know, I want to actually like work with brands that I love. And I mean, I haven't worked with collab, but like, you know, like, they've sent me products and I like use them and I love them. Like, it's a bomb brand, and I'm happy to be, you know, exposed on a higher platform. So I'm so, like, I go back in there and I comment and I say thank you to everyone who like leaves a comment, whether it's good or bad, because, you know, you could use all of that as like motivation to do better next time, or just know that like your passion is, people see it and people rock with you, and that's so important. And so it looks like, you know, she probably has a sponsorship or something, because people don't understand like the social media influencer world unless you're an influencer themselves. Then they know like repost and all these things don't equate to money unless you're sponsored by a certain brand and they're paying you to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And it's almost harder for somebody to have sympathy for you because they're like, oh, they have nothing to complain about. They're the face of whatever, but then like you don't know what is going on in their personal life, and it could be a lot of shenanigans. So I'm like, yes, I'm so happy to be posted because like I worked hard. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, I think, at this point, and if I didn't love it, I wouldn't be here still, you know. And it's nice, and I love smaller brands. So in that way, like, I'm thankful. But like, life is not, like, people's lives are not what they seem. That's all I will say. Like, you think that like we have it out together because you see our faces on other social media platforms being backed up by certain brands, but that's not, it's not reality. Like, some people still live with their parents, some people still live, and I still live in the hood, you know what I mean? And I pray, I hope I will get out. Not even saying I pray I will, I know I will get out, but like, just know that like next time you look at a social media influencer and you're like, oh, they're already much further than me and they already have this amazing following and this amazing life, like, that ain't it, baby girl. It just isn't. So just thought I'd let y'all know. So next time, like, if something big happens, and it will, because I have faith and I know that God will not disappoint, I will make sure to share with you guys and let y'all know what the deal is. But till then, whatever I'm sent is because the brand likes my content and I like them, and I just want to grow, you know. I want to build my social media with things that I truly do love, and people, and like brands that I truly like back up, and like that I use and I want to share with you guys, you know. So that's that. Also, another thing that I did talk about in my last video, and I didn't even end up posting it because it was crap and my eyeshadow looked like caca, and I said, you know what, we're not gonna post things that like that aren't good. So it was Christ. Like, I had somebody send me a message saying, you know, how come you don't talk about God anymore on your channel? I followed you for that reason, and I don't really watch your other videos, but I did watch your videos about faith and stuff. And the reason why I stopped talking about Christ on my channel is because there's just so many things with the church that, like, I feel like people are so, society associates your relationship with Christ and the church and this societal pressures and rules that we put on Christianity and people who are Christians, that it got really intertwined, and I hated it. Like, people would be like, oh, you said you love God, but here you are at the club drinking, doing this, or I'm just giving an example. Or they'll be like, oh, you say you love Christ, and here you are cussing up a storm. Because some days I do cuss on my channel, you know what I mean? And I'm not just gonna censor myself because I feel like somebody else out there is gonna like come for me. Because honestly, if somebody's not convicted in their own being about something, it doesn't matter how much you tell them, like, oh, I thought you were a Christian, why are you doing this, like, that doesn't mean anything to them, because at the end of the day, like, they have to be convicted in their own rights, and they have to feel it, you know, like, that has to be between them and the person, that the Lord they serve. And I don't want to be somebody's like disciple. I'm not saying disciple, like, I don't want to be somebody else's idol for Jesus. Like, I don't like that pressure, and it stresses me out, and then I have this like need to feel like I have to be perfect, and I'm not, and I don't want that pressure of being perfect. Like, I love being imperfectly, like, perfectly imperfect, because it just makes, I don't even want, I'm gonna do some blush, I don't want to highlight this time. I enjoy just being me and not feeling like I have to be anything else, you know. And I feel like when you talk about God and whatnot, people look to you as like a leader or like an idol, and they expect certain things from you, and I just don't have that. I really don't, and I'm sorry. And I just don't want that pressure. Like, I love God, trust me. And also, like, there's just certain things to the church that I have questions about, that I don't necessarily like especially with like new things with like pastors doing all these weird things. I even stopped going to church, but like that doesn't mean, sometimes I still listen to sermons, yeah, but I stopped going to church because there's just certain things that certain churches do that I really don't like, and church has become just like, feels like an influencer business, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the church that I knew growing up is not the same as the church now. Like it just feels like a hot mess, and not to say that's all churches, but most churches, and I just don't like it. So there's just certain things that I'm like, I'm not here for this. I want no parts of it. And that is not to say like I don't love God, I do, but hold on, let me use my Fenty Beauty lip real quick. There we go. I don't want it to look like crazy, because I want it to be more like a softer, soft to purple, whatever. I don't know, maybe I'm like obsessed with purple looks, but this is my most favorite one ever. What am I gonna use? Let's do Elf. I think I've used everything I needed to on my face, but yeah, there's a lot of things with the churches now that I really question, because I feel like, is it still about Christ, or is it still about selling you an idea? Because that's what it, to me right now, and I'm not saying all churches, but a lot of pastors is selling you an idea. It's selling you this, I don't want to say it's turning into a cult, because it's not, but y'all, something in the water with certain churches just don't sit well with me. And it's, you know, I'm allowed to feel that way. So the reason why I don't talk about God on my channel is because I don't want to confuse y'all, because sometimes I'm confused and I can't sit here and preach y'all the gospel and then I'm confused about something. And I think a lot of the hypocrisy that came with Christianity in the societal realm, I hated. Like, if you see me doing this, is not like, mind your business, you know what I mean? Like, don't be sitting here like, oh, 1 minute you're this and 1 minute you're doing something that's not Christian. Like what do you know about Christianity? And it's like the people who are judging you the most are the people that don't know anything about what it is to be a Christian and all that. So that's not to say that I'm not a Christian still. It's just saying, like, you know, I'm keeping that private. I feel like that's just not something I want to share in public. And maybe I will, you know, my mind might change, but as of now, I don't want to share it. And I think that should be okay for me to say that and feel that way. So this is my look, y'all. And I'm going to try to make sure I actually get pictures this time, because I always play myself and don't get any pictures. And we're about to take some nice face shots for the gram. But yeah, so that's just it. Like, that's just like my thought. I don't know. I really don't know. What do you guys think? Like, let me know your thoughts. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, if you feel what I'm saying, if you're not feeling what I'm saying. I mean, I still want to know your opinion. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share it for me coming back. I will try to be more consistent, y'all. I have 2 weeks of just my business class and work, so I'm gonna try to like film and get some things out. So yeah, let me know.